me? I got a new boy and a dream. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Perks of Being a Dwarf. So I'm starting a new series called Dwarf Versus, which is going to be about certain topics and then like the dwarf perspective on it. So I thought for the first video for this series, I thought we'd talk about the word midget because it is Dwarfism Awareness Month if you haven't known or if you didn't know. Basically what that is a month devoted to dwarfism. In the 1900s and the 1800s, these dwarves, used the term midget to advertise themselves in circuses. And growing up or growing into the 2000s, that word became a little more offensive to dwarves as it went on. Growing up, typically I never really had to face the problem because I do not typically look like a typical dwarf, which is what people tend to think is achondroplasia, which is the short limbs and the longer torso, whereas I have longer limbs and I just have a shorter torso. So people tend to think that I just have a physical disability. So I've only ever had, I think, a couple people say, hey, are you a midget? And I would just simply say, yes, I'm a little person, my name is Kiki. And typically growing up, I never really had a problem with that word unless it was used as me as a insult on purpose. And that's when I would be like, yo, listen, like, that's not cool, that's not nice, okay? I am Kiki Peck. I asked a lot of people about this word and I asked them how they felt also. And they said the same thing, how they would only be referred as their name. I also have asked people who are of average height and don't have dwarfism who actually say it bothers them too. It actually says in the dictionary that it is an offensive word. And it never came up as a slave-like term. Now this is a problem too. A lot of people are referring the M word to the N word. The M word comes from circuses. And in a way you can kind of see the slave culture because when these midgets were in the circus, this was sort of the only job they were given because they weren't accepted in any other sort of workplace. As far as where the N-word comes from, you can't really link the two together because the N-word comes from slavery and linking chains to people and selling people and killing people and murdering people if they didn't work. However, I can still see the similarity as the slave culture. Midgets back then were kind of used as slaves because they were used in the circus as a show. They were sort of bullied back then and they were kind of smacked on and hit on and kind of pushed around, and I can see the similar boundaries to it. However, I don't think it is the same. In my opinion, I don't think it's the same as the N-word because the N-word goes a long way in the history books. You can't really put that next to the word midget and say, oh, they're the same thing, because they're completely different. That being said, my opinion on the word midget is we should just be all like calling each other our names. I'm Kiki, you're whoever you are, and everyone is their own person based on what they are inside and not what the outside shows. However, I think we should be informing rather than yelling and barking at people saying that this is wrong. Because if you just yell at someone and say, it's going to only flare up the other person rather than inform and understand them on an educating level. So, with that being said, my ladies and gentlemen, please just inform your neighbors that this is not a very nice word. No, no, no. And that you would like to be called by your name, who you are. Thank you so much for watching this first episode of Dwarf Versus. I am going to have many topics. Please comment down below what topic you would like me to talk about from a dwarf perspective. Also, what is your opinion on the word midget? Do you like it? Do you not care? What do you think, bro? Again, all of this is my opinion, and I don't want you to take any offense to it. But yes, I'll see you guys on the next video, and I see y'all later.